Good morning from Palermo, the capital of Sicily. We made it, we're all settled in, and today will be the first time we'll actually have driven or ridden out of the city. I've got, for the next 3 months, a collaboration with CARVERTICAL. That's the complete car and motorbike history checker, whereby once a month for the next 3 months I'll be checking the history of an old vehicle of mine. I've had such a good amount of feedback from people using the app, we decided to extend it to 3 more videos. I have a very good and genuine example of how this has worked very recently. A friend of mine in Ipswich, and this is absolutely true, he was looking for an adventure bike to use as a little bit of a winter hack. Called up a gentleman who was selling his Triumph Tiger. The gentleman said, yep, it's a good bike, come and see it. He viewed the bike, he really liked the bike, everything went well. He then used the CARVERTICAL app to check the history, check there's no outstanding finance on the bike. Turns out there was outstanding finance on the bike. He contacted the seller of the bike and he said, look, it's great, I was just about to pick it up, but there's outstanding finance. The owner of the bike was flabbergasted and said, well, hold on, I just bought it from a reputable dealer about a year ago, so it's impossible there's outstanding finance. The owner of the bike then called up the dealer, and it turns out the dealer forgot to do the check on the outstanding finance. So what happened is the person who sold the bike to the dealer didn't tell them there's outstanding finance and had carried on paying that finance monthly off the bike, even when he'd gone off and built a new bike. So if he would have stopped repaying those finance payments every month, the bike would have been taken off by the finance company. So this is a picture of my Suzuki Bandit right here, and this is...
Sorry, I hated that bike so much.
You despised it, didn't
yes.
you? Do you know the funny thing is I bought it off an Irish guy, and when I went to pick it up, the Irish guy's wife said to me, I'm so glad you're buying this bike. And I said, why? And she said, I hate that bike. I'm delighted he's selling it. So I was like, well, I've travelled 2 hours to get here, I have to take it. No one liked that bike, but I thought it was a good one. So that's my Suzuki Bandit, and this is the check I did on CARVERTICAL just this morning to see what it's like. And you know what I found? Nothing. One slight abnormality in the mileage, but CARVERTICAL confirmed that it's probably just a typo from an MOT dealer. Completely as straight as you can imagine. And you know what I've learned from that? It's often the more expensive vehicles, actually, that have these shady histories, because there's money to be made on it if you can just get away with being a bit cheeky and get away with some of the history. So Suzuki Bandit, solid and clean as a rock history-wise, although I think it's only been used for about 1,000 miles since I sold it 3 years ago. So that's that. Thank you to CARVERTICAL for this video and for giving me the peace of mind from now on with all vehicles I check. We're about to head off to a little town that's been recommended a lot, and that's the town of, I think it's called Cefalù, an hour away from Palermo to the east, all the way along the coast. It should be a lovely old seaside town. So it's 25 degrees. We've got the jackets in the panniers. We're about to head off. We're going to enjoy. We've now found our favourite coffee spot in the city. You'll think we're pathetic. The reason it's our favourite coffee spot is because it's the most like Starbucks. It's pathetic,
you can't
isn't it?
say that.
It's absolutely pathetic. Monica, you can cut that out if you want. Right, we'll tuck into these and we'll take you along with us on our first road trip.
You're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for. Out of the cold into my warm head, in the sun, it's already begun. You are my one, with a simple mind, we should find some more time.
Just driven past a stunning Alfa Romeo, parked up so I could have a look at it, and I've just realised we're outside an old car and motorbike dealership that looks like it's completely closed down with old Fiat 600s and motorbikes. We're about a kilometre away. I'll take the camera off you, Monica, and I'll just have a quick glimpse of this and I'll show you what I can see. Little Bonneville update as well. Since I put the battery on, it has completely transformed the starting of the bike. Now, no issues at all. Even being left for 4 days or so, starts on the button every time. That's a revelation for me. Okay, right. This is what I just drove past, or rode past without realising. When I cross here, look at this. Old Fiat 600. I don't know if you can see the dust there, but just a thick layer of dust on it. One parked up in there, and then a few bicycles over there, and I can't quite, I think that's an old Mercedes parked up behind it, but just completely closed down. For how long? I have no idea. And here's that Alfa Romeo just parked up on the side of the street. One of the best looking cars, for me in my eyes, ever made. And to see one just parked up like that, absolutely stunning, stunning car. In the perfect setting here as well, in Sicily. Wow. I'll give you a taste of some of the bikes liked here in Sicily. So you've got the new Suzuki V-Strom and the ever popular, I'm sure this is the Italians' favourite bike, BMW GS, Ducati Monster, good to see, and then one of these, Husqvarna Nuda 900. Wow, but that's a weapon. Then you've got a Honda Hornet, Moto Guzzi, beautiful one of those with, I've never seen one of these before, that's a Benelli Imperiale, Honda, BMW GS again, always kitted out, and then a beautiful Moto Guzzi there. Just have one more look at this Moto Guzzi because that is a real beauty. Moto Guzzi Nevada. That V-twin engine. I'm not sure I've ever seen one of those before actually. Lovely looking bike. I have to show this one as well because I'm amazed at how popular these are in Sicily. I think I've seen about 10 of these already in our 4 days on the island. This is a beautiful old BMW GS 1000. Oh, it's a fantastic looking bike. These are proper classics, and look at that with the blue seat and white tank, and just with a tiny little fairing at the front there with a very simple speedo. Still that classic boxer engine there, old Italian number plate as well, and the BMW, original BMW panniers, beautiful with the spoked wheels. Fantastic looking thing. this is Italy at its finest. We've seen the locals seem to like Aperol. It's Monica's. I'll just have a quick sip to test it. Very popular here. Aperol, very popular. This, I'll be honest, I got the name slightly wrong. I went in there and I saw everyone having these and I said in Italian, I can't remember my Italian one enough. I said I would like a cannelloni. And she looked, she's like, huh? I was like, one cannelloni, uno cannelloni. And then she's like, what? And she's like, this was going on for about 2 minutes, like, cannelloni. And then she's like, oh, cannoli. I added an extra syllable for some reason, ridiculous. And then she said, what table are you sitting at? I said, 21. And she was like, huh? I was like, 21. And I was like, do you not speak Italian? 21, 21. And she looked at me for ages, and then Monica, I came back to the seat. Monica had to be moved because we were actually in the neighbouring restaurant seats over there.
Yeah.
This is actually their seat, so that was unpleasant, and she's been staring daggers at me ever since. This is Kefalu Cathedral, and it is 800 years old. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and listen to this. It's one of only 9 UNESCO World Heritage Sites with architecture classed as Arab Norman, an Arab Norman mix. It's fascinating and stunning. And we've been inside. I think they've just closed for Mass. Maybe Mass is on a Sunday afternoon, but it really is incredibly impressive in there. Shall I try my first cannoli in front of camera?
Cannelloni.
Yeah, that's the wrong pronunciation. If you're on a diet, stay away from this because it's effectively just thick cream inside with a thin pastry round, a bit of orange and some other things. But
I don't know if that looks good or not.
okay, it's not possible to eat those politely, so Monica can cut about 20 seconds to confirm. Oh, it's so rich, so delicious. Probably one a week is enough because it's so rich. Maybe 800 to 900 calories in that, but oh, it's good. I had no idea it would be this hot in Sicily. It's 26 degrees now and it's about 4 p.m. Tomorrow, no messing about. I'm bringing my swimming trunks and we're definitely going for a swim because just come and have one last look at the sea, Monica. This is a hugely missed opportunity. It's genuinely turquoise water and it's also spotlessly clean. So, here tomorrow with trunks. Thanks so much everyone for coming along. Please do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all in the next one.